Welcome to this tutorial on functions in Kotlin. Functions are one of the most fundamental building blocks in programming. They allow you to organize your code into reusable pieces that perform specific tasks. In this video, you'll learn how to define functions, work with parameters, and understand return types in Kotlin. Let's start with the simplest form of a function in Kotlin. Every function begins with the keyword fun, followed by the function name. In this example, our function is called greet. The empty parentheses indicate that this function takes no parameters. Inside the curly braces, we have the function body, which contains the code that executes when the function is called. Here, it simply prints hello, Kotlin to the console. Functions become much more powerful when they can accept input. Parameters allow you to pass data into a function. In this example, the greet function now accepts a parameter called name of type string. Notice how parameters are declared. First the parameter name, then a colon, followed by the type. Inside the function, we can use this parameter to create a personalized greeting. The $sign before name is Kotlin's string interpolation syntax, which inserts the value of the variable into the string. Functions can accept multiple parameters by separating them with commas. This add function takes two parameters, a and b, both of type int, which stands for integer. When calling a function with multiple parameters, you provide the values in the same order they're defined. Here, the function simply adds the two numbers together and prints the result. Each parameter must have its type explicitly declared. Often, you want a function to calculate a value and return it to the caller. To do this, you specify a return type after the parameter list, using a colon followed by the type. In this example, the add function returns an int. Inside the function body, the return keyword is used to send the calculated value back to wherever the function was called. This allows you to store the result in a variable or use it in other expressions. When a function contains only a single expression, Kotlin provides a more concise syntax. Instead of using curly braces and the return keyword, you can use an equals sign followed by the expression. This is called a single expression function. The compiler automatically infers that the function returns the result of the expression. This style is particularly useful for simple functions and makes your code more readable and compact. To execute a function, you call it by writing its name followed by parentheses containing any required arguments. In this main function, we first call greet with the argument Alice, which passes the string to the function. Then we call the add function with two numbers, 5 and 3, and store the returned value in a variable called result. The order and type of arguments must match the function's parameter definition. This is how you bring your functions to life and make them do useful work. Let's recap what you've learned. First, all functions in Kotlin start with the fun keyword. Second, parameters define what input a function accepts, and each parameter needs a type annotation. Third, return types tell you what kind of value a function produces as output. And finally, for simple functions with just one expression, you can use the concise equals syntax instead of curly braces. With these fundamentals, you're ready to start writing your own functions in Kotlin. Practice creating functions with different parameters and return types to build your confidence.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.